Greetings, fellow film fans. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mercy, and this is the Funny Pajamas YouTube channel. Now, this is my review, spoiler-free review for Coming to America that released on Amazon Prime Video, and I had a chance to check it out, and this is my thoughts on what I think. Before I go any further, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and do not forget to hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time I post something new. On with the show. Now, Coming to America is a sequel that probably should have come out 33 years ago. I think the original movie came out 33 years ago or so. So this should have come out at least 32, at least 28, 30 years ago. And this is kind of following a trend in Hollywood that, the original Coming to America was a classic. Is pretty much considered a comedy classic and is one of Eddie Murphy's, most well-known projects. As such, I do not hold the first Coming to America like in my top 10 comedies or anything. It is good. I enjoyed it. I really had a blast. I enjoyed it. Now, does this movie hold up to the level of that movie? Is this a hit or a miss? To begin with, we start off with Prince Akeem, Eddie Murphy's character. He is about to take the throne to Zumanda, and his father's sick, and and he's got 3 lovely daughters, and Eddie Murphy does not have a son, and it is his father's dying wish that he find his long lost son, who happens to be in America, bring him back to Zumanda and set him up as heir to the throne, because apparently women can't take the throne. They need a male heir. So he follows his father's advice, heads back to America and brings his son, locates his son, and then convinces him to come over to Zumanda and become his heir. So this is basically a fish out of water story, except it's the other way around. Whereas in the first movie, we had Akeem and Arsenio Hall's character, that is Simi, them going to America, Akeem trying to find the woman of his dreams, and there in the American culture and stuff, having come from this land, this foreign, totally different cultured land. Now it is his son, Lavelle, having to go all the way from America to Zumanda and having to cope and, understand and, survive in their culture and take his place as the heir, as the firstborn male son. So there is, tension between the son and the daughters, because the oldest daughter, Mika, assumed that she would become queen. Now with him coming, and he who doesn't even seem to take it seriously, she's kind of missed. She feels bad, and all things are not going on well between Akeem and his wife Lisa. So there's all that going on. All the time while Akeem is trying to groom his son to take his place as his heir. And all this is going on while you have a general from a neighboring country who's plotting to interfere and, sort of strong hand Akeem into things. This general, by the way, being played by Wesley Snipes. Okay, and I loved the way they introduce Wesley Snipes every time. Every time Wesley Snipes walks into a room, he's accompanied by this huge gathering of people, and they do this little dance and stuff. I enjoyed it. I thought Wesley Snipes' entrances were one of the best part of the movie. Now, you come to think, Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy, they shot the first movie 33 years ago. Can they still play off the chemistry amongst each other? And the answer to that is surprisingly yes. They do still work very well together. As a matter of fact, that is one of the strong points of this movie. Also, this movie, I did laugh out a lot in this movie. I will admit, not as much as I did in the first movie. And herein comes my main problem. They relied too heavily on the first movie. They seem to step by step follow or try to, do all the jokes that they did in the first movie. They try to repeat it, play off it in the second movie. They lean too heavily on that. And there's something that, Hollywood seems to be doing a lot. They see a property that had great success, and they're like, even though it was like we're decades into the past, and they're like, come on, wouldn't it be nice if we did a sequel? The sequel's bound to make loads of money. And they don't bother writing out a proper script or anything. The movie was fun. Some laughs did not land, but the movie on the whole was pretty fun. But I felt they gave up the story just so that they could feed off the nostalgia, feed off the jokes that were in the humor of the previous film. As such, they did not flesh out the characters as such. You don't feel for them. In the first movie, Akeem's a really likable guy. You're rooting for him. You want him to succeed. He's like humble. He may be the prince of a nation, but he doesn't mind mopping up in a McDonald's. So, you root for him. But in this movie, he's not really that likable. He's pretty much a douche. Akeem is originally set up to be the protagonist of the story, but as the story moves on, you find that Lowell, his son, is actually the one who undergoes the journey as such. The daughters were given absolutely no depth at all, and Lisa, who played a main character, like a major role, was shunted off to a side role. I thought they tried to fill in too many plot points and tried to take it in different directions, and they didn't focus on their main story, and that's why it suffered. On the whole, did not enjoy it as much as the first one. I will say the first one is far better than this, and this sort of is like a cookie cutter replication of a sequel of something that should have been done a sequel of a movie ages ago, that Hollywood just wants to cash in on the nostalgia factor, and as such it was lacking. And I really thought this director would do very well. Eddie Murphy coming back after quite some time. Of course, he did come back in My Name is Dolomite. By the way, the director is the same director, so I did expect it to be a lot better. And I believe one of the writers is the writers from Blackish. I had very good expectations. It wasn't lowered very badly, but on the whole, I will say it was disappointed. Did have some really good laughs though. And as such, since it's on streaming, I would, if you do want to check it out, I would not, I'm glad it didn't release in theaters, because I wouldn't, unless you really love the old one, I wouldn't suggest it. It would be an okay time at the theater. Just be prepared that it's not as good as the first one. As such, it is a watchable movie. I did have fun. I did have laughs at points, and it's an okay movie. That's all I can say. Leaning too heavily on the laurels of the previous movie, doing nothing new, nothing original, not bringing in a fresh take of any sort. As such, I'm forced to give this movie a 5.5 out of 10. Now, you can always, I'm always there, so you can always hit me down in the comment section down below. Let me know, is the original Coming to America in your list of top comedies? And how, if you've seen this movie, how do you think it compares? Do you think it lives up to it? Do you think it's short? Or maybe you think, maybe you think, after all, film fandom is subjective. Maybe you think this was an improvement to the previous one. Let me know what you think, what you liked, what you did not like about this. And you can always contact me on Twitter, simply at Mercy_D. Don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Mercy_SD. And the Funny Pajamas Facebook page is always welcome, ready to welcome people. So that's at funny.pajamas. If you want to email me, be sure, go right ahead. Mercy at funny-pajamas.com. Pajamas with a Y. Don't forget to check out the Funny Pajamas website. That's simply at www.funny-pajamas.com. Need I say, pajamas with a Y. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Lovely to see you all here. Hope to catch you soon, next week, whenever. Have fun in film fandom. This is Mercy signing out. Bye. Have a good one, everyone.